Good day and welcome to Makings TV News. I am Timiela Emanuela. Now to begin the news, here are some of our top stories. First Lady Oborevwori launches special needs outreach for 400 daughter children. On the province scene, Iran denounced Trump claims that new talks will begin on Monday. On sports, UEFA threatens legal action against FIFA President Infantino. Now the news in full. The leadership and people of Umolu village in Onitsha Ugbo, Anocha North Local Council of Delta State, have rejected the installation of Mr. Ernest Odiega as the Oza Umolu, insisting that the appointment violated the community's age-old customs and was carried out despite a pending appeal and an application for an injunction before the Court of Appeal. In a resolution adopted at a general meeting on July 7, 2026, and forwarded to the Deputy Governor of Delta State and other relevant government authorities, the community declared that it neither recognizes nor accepts Odiega as the traditional title holder. It maintained that Chief Henry Esijohanam Omo San remains its duly nominated candidate for the stool. The dispute arose following the vacancy created by the death of the former Oza Umolu, Chief Christian Azuboko Mosindi, on November 9, 2022. The community expressed concern that the controversy could degenerate into a breakdown of law and order during the forthcoming Ine festival if Odiaga attempts to perform the functions of the traditional office. It warned that the village leadership might be unable to restrain aggrieved youths from reacting to what it described as continued provocations. Over 400 daughter children living with autism and other special needs, as well as their caregivers, have benefited from the second round of the You Matter Charity Foundation's YMCF free medical outreach across the state. Oborevwori, wife of Delta State Governor and founder of the You Matter Charity Foundation, revealed this when she took the free medical outreach to Isoko Federal Constituency of the state and called for increased acceptance and inclusion of children living with autism and other special needs. At the event held at Ozoro, Isoko North Local Government Area Secretariat, the YMCF's founder explained that the initiative was designed not only to provide free medical services, but also to break the stigma and discrimination associated with autism and other special needs. She explained that the foundation was established to restore hope to vulnerable persons through compassionate interventions that improve their quality of life. The governor's wife said that beneficiaries received free medical consultations, health screening, medications, specialist care, counseling services, and essential assistive materials, adding that the foundation remained committed to ensuring that no child was left behind. She disclosed that the Isoko outreach was the fourth in the series after successful programs in the Okpe, Saple, Uye, Etiop, and Ugeli Udu federal constituencies. Moving on to Delta North. The race for the Delta North Senatorial District seat in the 2027 general elections received a significant boost on Sunday as 56 immediate past All Progressive Congress APC Ward Chairman publicly declared their support for former Delta State Governor, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. The endorsement came during a strategic meeting at Okowa's residence in Asaba, where the former ward chairman pledged to mobilize support for his senatorial ambition and work for the electoral success of the APCs across Delta North. Leading the delegation, the senior special assistant to the governor on political matters, Comrade Osai J. Osai, said the former ward chairman remained committed members of the APC and were ready to deploy their grassroots structures to strengthen the party ahead of the 2027 polls. Also, it said the group would embark on an extensive mobilization and reconciliation campaign aimed at reuniting party members and expanding the APC support base across the 9 local government areas of Delta North. In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has published the final list of candidates for the 2027 general elections, confirming former Delta State Governor Senator Ifeanyi Okowa as the All Progressive Congress candidate for the Delta North Senatorial District. The development follows months of political uncertainty over the APC senatorial ticket in Delta North and effectively confirms that the incumbent senator, Ned Nwoko, will not be on the ballot for the district in the 2027 National Assembly election. Now on the foreign scene. Iran has denied Donald Trump's claim that new talks on ending the conflict would begin on Monday after the US president called off what he said would have been massive strikes on the country. Speaking on board Air Force One on Sunday, he said Iran knew the extent of the attack because they saw it forming. In an earlier post on Truth Social, Trump said he had been asked by Iran and US allies in the Middle East to hold off as the parameters of a deal had been agreed. But on Monday, Iran's foreign ministry denied they were negotiating with the US or that they were in any plans to do so. Spokesperson Ismail Bagil added that Tehran was negotiating with Oman to reach an understanding over a path to ensure the security of shipping passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Finally, on the world of sports, UEFA have threatened under fire FIFA President Gianni Infantino with legal action and warned him against destroying any documents relating to the failed World Cup sale plan. Controversial news emerged earlier this week that FIFA had plans to sell shares in the organization's tournaments, which would have included the men's and women's World Cups as well as the Club World Cup. The plans were met with widespread criticism, with UEFA being joined by CONCACAF and AFC in making it clear they were against such plans, which were going to be called the FIFA Forward Enterprise (FFE). UEFA, following a meeting with its 55-member association, threatened to boycott all FIFA competitions if the proposal put forward by the governing body and Infantino went ahead. However, the backlash eventually led to Infantino releasing a statement which confirmed the controversial scheme was to be scrapped, citing the division within football as a reason. Now to end the news, recap on our headlines. First Lady Oborevwori launches special needs outreach for 400 Delta children. On the foreign scene, Iran denies Trump's claim that the new talks will begin on Monday. On sports, UEFA threatens legal action against FIFA President Infantino. That's end the news from Mayor Kings TV as read and edited by Tiala Ilamela. Thanks for watching.